Hey there, people. How's the frags are going? Today's Wednesday. Thursday when you're watching this, just so you know what day it is. Make sure you got on the right underwear, people. Sure, I shower every day, but sometimes I tend to put on the same damn clothes. Because you know what? I'm not doing anything, sitting around the house. As long as my skin feels clean. Clothes shouldn't get that dirty when all you're doing is sitting around your house. Anyway, I made some tornadoes for breakfast. Why? Because I find that eating in the morning makes it a little bit easier to tolerate the day. And then get on with the night. I'm also going to have my protein shake with ashwagandha root because that is a freaking great way to start the day. Another fallen hero. God, I can't believe how bad that stuff tastes, but how good that stuff works. Anyway, I'm going to drive these tornadoes on my face. We got about an hour before work starts. And yeah, not snowing out yet. Clouds look like they're dim and gloom, but still got vegetation outside. No white shit. We'll be okay. Alright, let's go have some breakfast. It's the choice of the new generation, or something like that. Oh, hey there, people. First break of the friggin' day. First break of the freaking day. Gonna go make a buffet, yeah. It's amazing how the weather outside is complete crap, yet there's still people herding together and walking around. Oh, whatever. Whatever, let them do what they want. Let them do what they want. I'll do my thing, they can do their thing, and in the end it'll be a fang. Alright, got a coffee and the guy going there, so that should be alright. Need to wake up a little bit more. Another night of bad sleep. Just laying there, not being able to power down, if you will. I think I'm starting to get a little bit of cabin fever. Debating on going tonight. Ooh, I shook Reby after. And see if we got the grocery flyers out. And see if anybody's got steaks on sale. Because I should go out and get some more steaks for the weekend. If not, definitely a pack of pork chops. We can do the 2-hour workout into a pack of pork chops. Maybe even go for a full-blown 3 hours. Just really kill the body. So out of all the Facebook memes online, the only one I'm not getting is the Carol Baskin ones. I don't understand what that is. I tried, I got bored and I looked it up on a meme review site, and it has to do with that Tiger King movie that recently came out to Facebook, I guess. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Tiger King movie that recently came out on Netflix, not Facebook. So that requires me to watch it to get this meme. I'll probably get around to watching it. I've been hearing mixed reviews. Some people said it was awesome. Other people said it was stupid. Some people were like, holy crap, that was the dumbest thing I ever watched in my life. Guess I'll have to watch it and make my own assumptions, eh? One day, well, I got 4 days off coming up there, so maybe I'll waste those and watch Tiger King. Well, Lion King sucked pretty bad, so can't imagine the same thing with tigers being any better. Any hoozle, kafafi's made, hands are washed. Let's go back to work. Let's go back to work. Are you attacking the door? Please don't. Cat's over there, pawing at the door. She's not going outside. Apparently cats can get coronavirus. She's stupid or not. No, she'd run away from people. Hell, she does that in the house. She'd be the last cat I'd be worried about catching COVID-19 from people. That's for sure. Alright, well, let's pitter-patter and have at her and get the rest of this shift done.
A BIOS update? What could this give me? Probably nothing.
Holy crap. The friggin' fan just kicked over and she's super loud. Sounds like an air compressor. Yeah, I decided to set up the Dell. My Lappy that I never use. Used to use it all the time on after hours because I'd bring it to work, and once we were done work, I'd be sitting in the office bored out of my tree. So I decide to, hey, you're full of piss and vinegar right now, neat. I decide to watch videos on it or movies. And, you know, it worked pretty good. Did the job that I needed it to do. You're so bouncy. This morning he was just not having it, but I don't know, now he's back to his old self of being a super happy tap dancing puppy wuppy. Right? Are you happy now? Gonna tap dance? Show him your tap dancing. Sit. No, sit. Show him how you tap dance. No. Do the tap dancing thing. It's funny. Okay. Sure enough, as soon as I put the camera down, he starts tap dancing. It's friggin' hilarious. Oh. Well, depending on what the weather's like tonight, I just went through Reby to see who has steaks on sale because I was curious. And it looks like Independent Grocers does. And so does Food to Basics. So I'm thinking after work tonight I'm going to put in a workout because I didn't work out last night. And I actually feel better today after not working out last night. Everything feels normal and everything feels good. So I figure what I'm going to do is do a full body today. And then tomorrow we'll see how we feel. And if I feel like doing a full body, I'll bang out another one. And if I need recover time, I'll recover and then do a full body Friday. And then Saturday, take the day off. Sunday, do a workout every other day and give me some recovery time. I don't know if he's done pooping or... You gonna go poop? Oh, there he goes. It's currently 12:30 something. 12:33, so... Yeah, I figured I would come downstairs and pace around a bit, stretch my legs. Should have grabbed my coffee cup and made another coffee, for crying out loud. I could use another coffee. I could really freaking use another coffee. Coffee is fantastic. So they got the Muskoka Maple and the Kicking Horse, freaking spider, and the Kicking Horse on sale at Sobolicious. So, tempted to go scoop some of that up. Alright, coffee's being brewed. Gonna have me a little Dark Horse 450 purse. And I gotta pee. Go, Keurig, fart me out of coffee so I can get hyper. Cause I friggin' love my caffeine. It's so friggin' good in the face hole. Yay, coffee's ready. Gonna go ahead, pound some coffee in my face, get back to work and do some stuff. Oh, one thing I gotta say is I'm glad I get to keep my job during all this nonsense. And I call it nonsense because honestly it feels like nonsense. It feels like just bullshit. But whatever. I'm just happy I get to keep my job because I'm listening to some of my friends on Facebook bitch, moan, cry, and complain about how they can't afford to pay attention. And I'm actually over here making more money now than I ever made before, pre-COVID. So I like how this works out in my favor. It's kind of neat. Anyway, back to work. Bye. Man, I missed my... Get away from there. You're not going in that room. Freaking cat trying to break into the computer room. She goes in there, she just pisses the carpet. Stupid cat. But I'm going to let Stumpy out here because he's probably got to go for another potty. Because I missed my 1:30 break. It's currently 3. Well, 2:57. I started my break at 2:45 because I got stuck on a long one. And then I had to cover for the super secret project. And now I'm on break. I'm taking 30 minutes. I don't give a care. So yeah, I think I'm going to, maybe after work there, head out to the garage and do some moving of stuff and puke my face off. And then go get the Fatbike out of the pit. And just check tire pressure, make sure that's all copacetic, and lube up the chain. I got some chain oil in the garage there, so I'm going to blast the chain because that hasn't been treated since last year. I didn't really go out riding too much last year. I think I went out maybe 10 times because we got sidetracked with the yard, and then we got sidetracked with the car, and then sidetracked with other things and stuff and junk. And now this year I kind of want to ride my bike more, and I discovered, like, I bought that pouchy thing for the top tube of the bar, which lets me load my cell phone in there safe and secure. So I don't want to have it in my pocket because if I fall, crush it, destroy it, then I got to buy a new phone. And no, I got a good deal on that one, and I don't really want to have to buy more. So I don't know if I'm gonna go. I probably won't go riding tonight because the weather's supposed to take a big shit roughly around when I get off work. So yay. But I was thinking of going riding either Friday or Saturday because I think Saturday it's supposed to be nice. It's going to be the weather on Saturday.
Saturday in North Bay, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 6 and a low of -2.
So that high of 6 could be fine. I'll just wear a hoodie and go out. Mainly what I want to do is I want to test out the Fitbit app for biking. You know, I use it a lot for weightlifting and walking and all that. But I've never used it for biking. Alright, he's just standing there staring. Come on, buddy. I don't know what the hell you're staring at. Nothing going on out there. But apparently, like all of the other fitness apps out there that support biking, The Fitbit is also one that does the same thing, where it'll track your heart rate, calories burned, distance traveled, the max speed you've obtained, which is something I'd really like to know on that bike. Because the problem with fat bikes is, because of the rolling mass being so big, you can't generate much speed on them. But they're not intended to be speed bikes. They're intended to be all-terrain cruisers. They're designed to go places where a regular road bike or even a moderate mountain bike would just have troubles due to the oversized tires. You know, you can roll over pop cans, you can roll over rocks, and you can roll over all sorts of crazy stuff. There's actually a video of a guy on YouTube who drove it up a set of stairs, and it just did it. It didn't care. It just took the stairs and all the way up to the top. So they're designed for that kind of mobility, where they're not really, and they're really stable compared to a regular bike, because once again the rolling mass makes it hard for them to tip, so they say. And one thing I could say about riding that bike is you can really get her sideways and still have a lot of tire on the road to take a sharp corner, but you're never going to hit the speeds where you'll have a problem cornering. So I know in 7th gear, it felt like I was doing 20 last year, and I was pedaling pretty fast too. The bike only has 7 gears. It doesn't have a front optional, like a front derailleur with more choices. You're stuck on whatever the primary gear is. Then your rear gears, you have the big one for hill climbing and then the small one for top speed. But I've always wondered, what kind of a speed can I get on that bike in the lowest possible gear? Or is it the highest gear? I don't know how to read that. Because in low gear, it's more torque, less top end. High gear would be more top end, less torque. Whatever. Anyway. Basically, I want to know how fast I can go when I drop her in 7th and just pedal like an asshole. So the phone will calculate that out, and it'll display it on my watch. So I can set my watch to MPH or KMPH, and I can see how many kilometers per hour I'm traveling at. And it'll actually, at the end, show me a map of where I went, how long I've been out, my average heartbeat, my top heartbeat, my average speed, my top speed, which was really cool. So I really want to give that a rip, and I would like to do it on a day when we're not going to have shit weather, because I'd hate to be out there bombing around on Fatty and the friggin' weather turns to crap. Also, something else I need to do is get some lighting for the bike, because I have nothing. If I wanted to ride it at night, I have nothing for that. So I need to invest in some form of a headlight, tail light option. I have reflectors on the bike, but the law states you have to have some sort of a lighting device on it when you're riding at night, or it could be a $250 fine in Ontario if the cops catch you. That's a big if. So, yeah, I just want to test the app out, and that's what we're going to do. Probably on Saturdays. Why not? Got nothing better to do? Go for a bike ride, burn some calories, get some cardio in. It's been a hot minute since I've done cardio. Lately, since last August, all I've been doing is resistance training. No cardios whatsoever. And what little bit of walking I do, but could be good to burn some fat. Go for a bike ride. Remember when I first started doing keto, all I did was ride the bike. And by bike, I don't mean Fatty. I mean that old exercise fan bike. I gave that to my friend because I quit using it because I didn't like it. And she loved it, so I was like, here, you can have it. You put it to use. And I got Fatty, rode it a couple times, and then winter hit. And I wanted to try it this winter in the snow, but due to where I put it and the Trans Am being in the garage, it was a pain in the arse to get to, so I just never bothered. But that's okay, because you know what? There's always next winter. Maybe I'll be smarter this time around. I probably won't be. There's a good chance I won't be. But this summer, I do want to do a dump run. There's a lot of shit in that garage that I just want to get rid of, that I don't use, I don't need, I don't know why I have. So I want to organize the garage a lot better, get rid of all the garbage I don't need, and sort through the stuff that I do need, and make room in there so that next year when I do store the car, there is still room to do stuff. It's not just a great big friggin' cluster of crap. I can get the things and I can get around in the garage. So, yeah. Anyway, I got about 10 minutes left. I'm going to head her upstairs, get this shift over with. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, peace. We're finally done work. Let's go out to the garage. Oh man, it's freaking raining out. Well, I think it's raining. The roads are darker than their normal color, so usually that happens when they get saturated with moisture. Moist! I love how that word triggers people. Alright, let's take a rip out of the garage and see if we can get that Fatbike out of the hole. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, it's a little cold in here. So here's my dilemma. I got a lot of shit in the way here. A bunch of stuff that's going to the dump, mind you, but... Well, not this. This is pretty sweet. This is a freaking dolly. I can use this, and that's my scroll saw. Gonna keep that. Anybody cares? It's a Delta brand. Have no idea how to use it. We'll give her. Freaking miter saw manual for my miter saw over there by the barbecue, which is not in focus. Now it is. I'm just gonna set this on here. Bunch of stencils and things for this thing. Yep. Bunch of other stuff. The foot pedal to make it do foot pedal things to activate. Pretty sweet. Oh man. Something ripped the shit out of that seat. Is that just something on it? It's just something on it. Okay. Not that I care. Like, this is going in the trash anyway. But I gotta get this chair out of here because it's sitting on fatty. Man, I didn't realize I oversprayed that bad. Friggin' bike got dosed. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Not too concerned. Like, if you want to see how bad it is, let me just take off this sticker here. And you can see what color it was and what color it became. But it's hard to get focus. Anyway. Whatever. Not too concerned. Mirror's useless. Thought I had some paint thinner. Or some lacquer thinner or something. If I put some of that on a rag and inhale it, I'll have a good time. Alrighty. Fatty is free. So that's the pouchy thing that I got for my cell phone. Just basically open up the top part here. Slide your cell phone in it somewhere. Not sure exactly how that works. I'm going to have to look into it. Right now I just got my bike lock in there. It's a lot of work to put your cell phone in it. That's some good Velcro. Anyway, you pop this, you rip this open, easier two hands so you can grip it and rip it. Slide your cell phone back, and then when you zip it up, your cell phone's there, and this here you should be able to press through it. So that's what they say, but probably when it wasn't covered in paint. But the oversprayed fatty is free. Trans Am's out in the driveway, and it's freaking raining and snowing out. Isn't that a fantastic damn time? I love it. But anyway, stuff that I'm throwing in the dump is like this table, that chair, these chairs. Got to go through down here. I'm sure there's more stuff. Probably stuff in that tote. Those wooden things. Don't know what the hell to keep them for. Got to ditch them. That computer is going to go to the recycling center because what the heck am I going to do with it? It's an old dual-core AMD. That's not even modern or 64-bit. That stool. I think my dad's taking that concrete for something at my brother's house. I want to bring that whiteboard in the house one of these days and put that to work. I want to hang that up in the living room for working out, marking down like stats and stuff and workout ideas and use it for videos and things. And I want to go through all these cupboards, see what's in there. Go through all this shit, see what's in there. Yeah, got a bunch of shit in the house too. See what's in there. Just want to clean stuff up and throw away old garbage. So much friggin' overspray and splatter from when I was doing the car. Oh, it's so great. Just wrecked my garage. Oh, whatever, eh? Who cares? Space, the final frontier. Just kidding, guys. It's the side of my filing cabinet. Oh, space. I'm just really impressed with the fact that laying down that borax last year killed this all dead, and it doesn't seem to be coming back. Like, it worked really well, and all I did was sprayed the area. Didn't really do anything special. Oh, my poor spoiler. It's all being crushed by... It was sitting on top of it before when there was ice, but then all the ice melted and now it's not. Yeah, all this is still dead. Wow, that piece of plywood. I remember I was using that as a ramp to ramp up the snowblower onto the side here. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, this is all still dead. Is that a chippy over there? Yeah, there's a chippy over there messing around. He's right in front of me there. I'm digging holes, but cool. That battle plan was very effective. Just gotta rake all the rocks out of there. Last year that's how I broke my friggin' lawnmower. Well, I didn't break it, but I bent the front end and I had to fix it because I hit a rock and it pushed it in, and I don't know what's making all these holes. Look at this. Huh. Well, one of the big questions I had was, did I leave my axe outside in the snow? And I'm willing to say that answer is no. I left this round mouth out. That's the brand new one Dad gave me. Forgot to put that away. Whoops. Don't tell Dad. He knows. Garbage can full of water. I'm gonna save it. Make mosquitoes. This I need to get rid of this year. So now we know borax is highly effective. We're gonna treat that area. Anyway, it's raining out. Not very much, but enough that my camera's pretty soaked right now. I'm gonna head her inside and put in my workout. So let's go. Just feels really good being outside. Hey, no. You wanna go outside? Oh, jeez. Oh, hey there, people. So I'm done my workout. Currently cooking some steak, and by that I mean ground beef. Kind of the same thing anyway, but whatever.
Okay,
Yeah, just giving her the old fry down here. Yup. Mash it up, move it up. Just went upstairs to get dressed. I'll let this brown. And we got some broccolis in the microwave. I have beef and broccoli for dinner. Should be pretty damn good after a nice friggin' workout. Yeah, I did full body. Whatever. So before my workout, I sat down on my computer and was just chit-chatting with a buddy of mine from the U.S. And he wanted me to know that he's positive for COVID-19. I was like, oh, shit, man. Sorry to hear that. Like, are you in the hospital or something? It's like, no, I didn't need to be hospitalized, but now I'm on lockdown. He goes, I can't go anywhere, and I had to get my food delivered, and I got a sign on the front of my door that says, caution, COVID-19, positive, all that shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, so how do you feel? And he goes, honestly, like, he's a pretty healthy guy. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. He just lives his life. He goes, I feel pretty good. Like, he's military, so whatever, right? You can't, I shouldn't say you can't drink in the military, because there's a lot of military people where literally they wake up, they get drunk, and then they go to basic training. But because he's in the military, he's got to work out a lot, and he eats pretty good, and he basically takes care of himself, and he doesn't drink because he knows he's got to be up at the crack of crow's snot and out and about doing things, and he doesn't want to be feeling like a bag of smashed assholes every day. So he just basically quit the liquor, and he was the one who basically told me, like, man, you did it once, do it again. It's the best thing you can ever do for yourself is quitting the liquor. So he contracted it. He's not sure where, not sure how. And he said, literally, he's like, you've had pneumonia. I'm like, oh yeah, I had it. And he goes, remember that feeling where, like, you go to breathe in and your lungs are just super heavy? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, it feels like that. So I asked him, I said, well, what else are you experiencing? Like, well, what else does it feel like? Like, I'm curious here. Like, You're one of the first people I ever talked to who had it, except for Anthony. He was diagnosed with it, and he just said it was the worst damn thing he ever experienced in his life. So, meanwhile, my buddy's saying it literally felt like a heavy chest cold. So, it's true. It hits everybody differently. I guess it all comes back to how physically healthy you are. If you have any problems, like underlying medical problems, whatever the case may be. If you're fit as a fiddle, then chances are it's just going to be like a mild case of pneumonia that will go away in 10 days or whatever it is. And if you were rough on your body, then yeah, it's going to feel like the worst damn thing you ever did go through, I guess. From what he said, it sounds like they're not hospitalizing everybody. They're only hospitalizing those who show that they can't survive on their own. Literally, like their bodies will just fail. People who are showing symptoms, but they're not heavy symptoms, they're just telling them to self-isolate for 14 days. And apparently he has to talk to a web doctor, which is weird. He does a Zoom. Zoom is getting around right now. You ever heard of Zoom? It's kind of like Google Hangouts and I guess TeamSpeak or something. I don't know. It's like a web camera based conferencing. So every day or so he basically does a web conference with this doctor, describes his symptoms. The doctor has him do a pulse check and all that, and check his temperature because apparently he's running a fever. I'm like, sorry, you working out during all this? And he's like, hell no. He goes, frig. He goes, all I wanted. He goes, laying down sucks. He said his breathing is really sketchy when he's laying down, so he learned to sleep in a chair. So that's not too bad. He sleeps in his lazy boy on an angle, and he said breathing isn't too bad then. When he lays down, there's more weight on his lungs, and it's no good. But apparently today is like the fourth day. So I was like, man, just, keep me posted. And not much I can do for him. The guy's in, I don't know where the hell he is. He's like somewhere down south on the Atlantic coast. I want to say Pennsylvania, but I'm probably wrong on that. I don't know. He's with the military. He moves around, so they're like our military where they just ship their guys everywhere. But yeah, so I guess yeah, it hits everybody differently. The videos I watched on it where the doctor said that it's going to hit you differently than it'll hit someone else. It all depends on how healthy you are and any underlying conditions you have. So stay healthy, quit doing drugs. You might make it out of this alive, people. All right, guys, it's currently 8:38. I already went to Independent and picked up the barbecuables for the weekend. Didn't get all that I wanted because holy crap, were they price gouging like a mask. Like sometimes their steaks are badly priced, but this time, let me tell you, they were horrible with a capital whore. But I did get some good deals, so I can't complain too hard. Like this great big freaking 2-kilogram bag of Brussels sprouts. $8. Not too bad, not too bad. Got a lot more of my Brussels sprouts back there too. Those simple packs. Then the same thing in freaking broccoli. $8. I spent $3 on the little 500-gram bags for like, what, 2.5 times the price. I got 4 times the content. Decent. And I bought some pork chops. Some more pork chops. These were $10. Like, holy shit. And then a measly steak that's 444 grams. Packaging included. Okay. It's a sirloin tip marinating steak, whatever the hell that means. Freaking, how much was that one? What, $8? Yeah, $8. You can get the same shit over at friggin' Food Basics. Went pre-COVID for cheaper than that. Just pisses me off. You like that I use pre-COVID? Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. You guys ever seen that movie or that TV show Dark Angel, where they talk about the pre-pulse? Before the pulse? Oh yeah, this wine is pre-pulse 2002 or whatever the heck it is, 1998 or whatever they're going on about. And I'm gonna start doing that with stuff like, yeah, you guys remember pre-COVID? That's gonna be my thing, pre-COVID. Because pre-corona, that just sounds like, before you got drunk. Pre-COVID, people will know. People will understand. You heard it first here, boys. But anyway, I took Dirty Bird out, and you know what? I really got to get a mechanic underneath her hood. mainly underneath her freaking steering rack. That car is all over the friggin' place. The steering's loose on it. I'm hoping it's not the steering box, and I'm hoping it's just something simple like sway bar links or tie rods or ball joints, because the front end it's pretty hard to control. Like, compared to the truck just goes straight. You let go of the steering wheel on that thing and she starts going like this. So the wheels are kind of all over the place. So I'm going to have to get it looked at. I got a mechanic that I can trust, so I just don't know if they're open right now. I'd have to give them a call and see what their protocol is for pandemic mode and follow it. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. I like how now when you go to the grocery store, they got arrows going up and down. And I guarantee you, if this goes on for super long time, this pandemic mode, it's going to come to a point where people are going to conform to going to the grocery stores. They're going to be social distancing when you shouldn't be social distancing, and they're going to follow that exact route, going up and down the same aisles, because it's going to become habit. Sometimes I really question if this whole pandemic is another, like a human experiment. Like, while they're having the pandemic, hey, let's implement some protocols and then see the end result. We'll collect data from this. Because the fact that Billy G is already saying that he's got a quarantine or a vaccine, and they're starting human trials next month, didn't that happen kind of fast? SARS took longer to beat, but whatever. This could be very much a social experiment that fell into the laps of those who wanted it to, and now they're going to try some stuff with us. And I don't know, that's from my buddy I talked about earlier. The guy's, well, let's just say he wears a lot of tinfoil hats. He's got a fair share of assortment of them. So he's a big conspiracy theorist, and he was the one dropping it on me, talking about how this here is just a social experiment. The whole idea is to reduce the amount of greenhouse gases on the planet, which I guess is working because not a lot of people are driving anywhere. Like, you look on the streets and there's barely any cars out, and not a lot of people traveling because traveling's pretty much shut down. So the tourism industry is basically dead in the water. So no planes in the sky, no chemtrails in the sky, no anything happening, no friggin' cars bombing around burning gas. Gas prices are just awesome, but sucks if you work in the oil fields because you guys are probably not getting paid. It's just, it's amazing. Like, he told me all about this, and I'm like, well, you're kind of right. And he goes, look at friggin' Italy. He's like, people aren't in the streets, and now there's freaking dolphins swimming in the ocean and their rivers and stuff. And I'm like, okay, they were probably there before. And he goes, no, there are too many boats for them to enjoy it. Now there's nobody there, so they can enjoy it. He goes, like, go outside and smell the air. Doesn't it smell fresh? I'm like, it always smells fresh up here, dude. I don't live in Toronto. Like, come on. But he even said, like all the Asian countries and that. They're wearing masks still because they don't want to get infected with COVID, but it's not because the air smells like car exhaust. It's the air is actually clearing up over there. Everything's starting to get back to normal, and they've been bitching and moaning for the longest time about carbon pollution and like all these job places shutting down for manufacturing and that. There's not as much pollution going into the air, so I guess it's helping things clear up, and they're saying the ozone layer is coming back to life and stuff. I always knew that thing could regenerate. Remember in grade school they would talk about how the ozone layer wouldn't regenerate. Come on, of course it will. Freaking better. I think we need that to block like UV rays, which, by the way, apparently kill COVID-19. They tested it. They actually took a mask that was used, and when they tested the mask, it came back apparently positive with the virus on it. I don't know how the hell they tested it, with a wand or a tricorder or what, but they tested it, and then they nailed it with UV radiation, just from a UV light, and it was enough potency to kill off the viral bacteria, whatever the hell it is, virus. It kills it off. So I'm thinking, like, man, I should turn my mudroom into a UV airlock. So when I come back from somewhere, it just bombards you with UV radiation so much that you freaking grow another head. I know that wouldn't happen, but wouldn't that be neat? People coming over, I want to be a freak show. Stand here, whoop, you're a freak show. That'd be awesome. But yeah, they were doing that with those masks, those N95 masks. They're blasting with UV, and it was working. So that's how they're sterilizing them. Or they're vaporizing peroxide on them, and then killing them that way. Yeah, they were cleaning them that way so they could be reused. Because I guess they ordered a bunch from China and they're garbage. They basically blocked your face, but everything got through them. You might as well just rip the hole in your screen door and put that over your mouth and gave her. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to touch your face. I forgot about that. Oh, but I washed my hands. Anyway. He just went on about how it's all just a conspiracy. He goes, it's not saying the virus isn't real because he has it. It's definitely a real thing. What he's saying is this is the perfect time for them to do some social experimenting. And his biggest concern is seeing how we gave the government all this power. When all this is said and done, will they give it back? And I'm like, you know what? That's a very, very, very good question. Will they give it back? Guess only time will tell, right? Guess only time will tell. Anyway, people, I'm going to shut her down here. It's 8:46. I've been going on long enough. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing about me talking about conspiracies and COVID and fat bikes and making my dog tap dance and shit. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay safe and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.